All right, welcome everybody. This is Carlos and I'm here with Jovan. Welcome to the Tonight Show in the morning. This is our first podcast, and what we're going to be doing is helping the individual that is just like me, just like Jovan, young, sometimes dumb, and sometimes confused. But we do want the best for ourselves, and we're gonna focus on 3 topics. We're going to make this a pretty short podcast, under 10 minutes, just get quick and straight to the point. We want to make simple yet effective notes for you guys, so you guys can follow our journey, and hopefully you guys can extract what you guys need out of it too. So we're going to get straight to it. Hopefully you guys learn a little bit about me and Jovan, and whoever is our guest on this podcast as we go along and as we're asking questions. So introduce yourself real quick, just let them know, kind of short and to the point, man, who you are and why you're here.
What's up, guys? My name's Jovan Sanchez, or as I go by on Instagram, JoLifts. Today we're here, to reach out to the people and let them know that they're not the only ones out there, with struggles, fitness, and, just becoming, like a better person, like in a way, like
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so Jovan, obviously you're here in front of me. You're an athlete. You're a rep for Elit. So far, like, how has that been for you? Just kind of like short.
Oh, it's been pretty good. It's a learning experience. I'm really getting out of my comfort zone. I'm really like just growing into my shoes. This is just like a great way to learn for me. With connections, networking. Bettering my fitness. It's all just a great learning process.
Sweet, man. So you guys are gonna be able to learn a little bit about why I chose Jovan to be a rep for Elit. Because there's a lot more to the man than just what you guys see in, of course, those biceps. There's a lot more than that. But first things first. All right, let me see the phones. I forgot the questions. But all right, so our topic is gonna be resistance to quitting. We have a lot of times in our life when we go deep in a hole. There's highs and there's lows. The highs is what we all chase. We all need that. We all want that. We all want to be extremely happy. We want everything to be going great, but chances are life can't always stay on that flow. So Jovan, you in general, man, I'm sure you've had a lot of life experiences where you had to pick your own self up, where you were there for you and no one else was. So question number 1, how have you learned to calibrate your mind when, excuse my French, but when shit hits the fan, man?
That's a good question right there. Oftentimes I've realized that under situations of a lot of stress, when times are tough, people tend to freak out. They don't know what to do. They just get stuck in a rut, and you can't really progress in a sense. You gotta take care of business. What I do, I just see it as I can stress about this and do nothing, or I can cut the shit, like you said, excuse my French, and get to work, clean up, do what I gotta do.
Yes,
and that's just the mindset I'm in right now. I'm working.
Okay, and is there times when you're calibrating and you seem that the focus seems to be off, or you can't find that calibration?
Yeah, not gonna lie to you, sometimes I lose motivation, I lose focus, but, in the long run, I do whatever it takes to stay on track. You just gotta find the little things, surround yourself with good people, get closer with your family, because, everybody that you surround yourself is how your life is going to progress,
Right.
So I try to surround myself with people that keep me on track. For example, with this, I'm just doing better for myself, and that's that's what I try to be around.
And you guys, just so you know, Jovan is terrified of the camera. He's also terrified of confrontation. So this is a fear that he's getting over right now. This I would say for both of us, this is my first podcast too, or actually my first time hosting a podcast. It's my 3rd time on a podcast. But both of us are kind of getting out of our comfort zone to kind of show you guys that it's possible. Just get out and execute what you need to do. If me and Jovan had this idea of a podcast, we go out and do it. Same thing how he's saying when you're trying to overcome your struggles, like you just need to kind of flip the switch on that mindset, keep going, and just know that at the end there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly, just jump right in.
Yes, sir. All right, and you guys can follow Jovan at JoLifts 26.
Yes, sir.
On Instagram. He also has Jovan Sanchez, but let's follow the JoLifts account.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 2, man. In your life or in your experience, your lifestyle, tell us about a time where you felt no hope, man, or you just felt like nothing could go right anymore, and how it relates to you today, man.
Yeah, well, actually, not that it's today, but it has happened recently. And I wouldn't say like an all-time low, but it is a pretty low for me. You know, not working. I quit my job because I wasn't, you know, doing so well with my boss. You know, we'd constantly fight over and over again. You know, it was really stressful for me. You know, I dread the weekends because, you know, I have Monday coming up and I just like, I get super down on myself, you know, having to go back to work, dealing with the same crap, you know, just like, it really beats me up in a sense. And I don't know, so I just left my job. You know, I just couldn't stand working for that man anymore. And then, you know, I thought finding another job was going to be easy. And it wasn't. You know, job opportunities weren't just flowing to me like I thought it was. You know, I started burning through my savings, relying on my parents to, you know, provide for me. And I just, like, felt like really set back. I was really set back. And I don't know. Now, you know, I'm trying to, you know, see the positive things to whatever's going on. Like right now, I'm just happy. I have my family and my friends. You know, I got everything going on with this fitness stuff. You know, Elite and all. You know, shouts out to you guys. Yeah. But you know, that was pretty low for me right now. But you know, I just secured a job yesterday actually, which is great for me. You know, I just say, you know, stay optimistic. You know, because like we said earlier, you know, dwelling on, you know, the past and, you know, all the crappy stuff that's going on with your life, and that doesn't do you any good. It just like makes everything worse.
Makes your setback even further of a setback.
Exactly. You're really just soaking in your like misery pretty much, and it does nobody any good. But yeah, I just if I have to say anything about this, it's really just stay optimistic. You know, keep trying, keep at it. You know, always see the brighter side of things. You know, and be grateful.
Yeah.
You know, I have a buddy of mine named Kenji. You know, he was preaching to me how I gotta practice gratitude, and it's been working for me. You know, life is tough, times are tough, but you know we gotta be tougher. Yeah. And you know that's what I'm trying to do. Yes, sir. And that's what I gotta say on that topic.
Being able to
right
see
there,
the brighter side of things is definitely gonna help you stay persistent and stay consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, real quick. Gotta go tend to my baby. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Except I got a special guest with me, but you know, podcast has to get done. So just heading back. Jovan's telling us, you know, how he's calibrated his mindset to help him achieve greater success within himself. And this can pertain to anything in life. To him right now, what was most important was being able to find a job where he was going to be more relentless in his pursuit rather than being in an environment that was going to create toxicity for him and kind of shy away from the progress that he's looking to make. All right. So last one, Jovan. You know, looking back, let's say 3 years, you got out of high school 3 years ago, right?
Yes, sir.
What would you say to Jovan 3 years ago? What advice would you give him today? Like whether it's mindset advice, fitness advice, what is it that you would tell Jovan based off of what you know now and your learning process, man?
There's one thing I could tell my old self from 3 years ago is apply yourself. You know, that is a mindset to me, you know, because, you know, in these last few years, you know, I find myself just like stuck in a rut, you know. I'm, you know, calling off work, you know, staying in, you know, going out with friends, partying, not really getting anything done. And now I'm starting to see that that's not helping me at all. You know, nothing's getting done. I'm just like...
There's a time and place for everything.
Exactly. Yeah, and right now I just like applying yourself, you know, really goes with everything. Apply yourself applies to everything. Yeah. You know, because, you know, if you want to progress with work, you got to apply yourself. You got to work hard. You know, you got to get in good with your bosses, move up. Yeah. You know, relationships. You know, if you feel like things are going bad, you know, it's probably because you're not applying yourself. You know, you got to show your man or woman, you know, that you love them, that you care for them, and that you're there for them. Yeah. You know, and you just got to apply yourself all the time. Whether it's, here we go, fitness, right, with Elite. You know, if you're not going to apply yourself, you know, when you're in the gym, if you're going to go in there and dick around and waste your time, it's not going to benefit you. You're just losing out on money. And, well, I mean, not that it's all about money, but it's really just about progression. Yeah, exactly.
Right? And just looking at every aspect of your life and hoping that there's growth. If we were to look at a chart on the aspects of our lives, we want it to be like the stock market. If it's going good, it's going up, right? So nothing is always, or everything is not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to be going up. It'll remain stagnant at times and will often drop, but we use that to bring us back up. Precisely. So to pretty much wrap it up, apply yourself. You heard JoLifts. I mean, look at him. His biceps are damn near ripping through the shirt. So you know he applies himself in the gym, and he's looking to apply a lot more of a growth mindset to him as well. As you can see, he's overcame some obstacles in his life, and he's had some obstacles based off of mindset, which is just wanting to have a better environment for himself, and he's resisting. He's not quitting. I mean, he quit the job, right? But, but that was for something better. Like I was saying, you gotta hit lows. You gotta hit lows sometimes to get back up. It's not always gonna be streamlined. But as long as we're going up. So just to wrap it up, apply yourself and make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, you're applying pressure.
Yeah.
Just like this. This is our first podcast. Pressure was definitely on. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys can take away from this. And other than that, we're signing off. And thank you for listening to the Tonight Show in the morning.
Stay elite.
Stay elite.